Do you ever consider how much you contribute or play a part in the situations of your life? Like, let's say you have a whole story around your trauma that was caused by someone else, and you have made a lot of assumptions about them and their situation and how they treated you and what they did to you and how they made you feel. Have you ever sat for a moment and reflected on how you played a part in that or how you contributed to that situation? Um, I feel like it's really good to reflect in general. And I think, I don't know, a lot of people are not that great at it, it turns out. But reflection and reflecting on different perspectives or different reasons things could be a certain way or look a certain way. We all filter things through the lens of our trauma and our perspectives. So what you're assuming is a reason for what someone else has done or why someone's acting the way they are or whatever it is, the story, what if it's completely false? And you might want to just examine how you played a part in it. Like maybe people were just responding to how you were showing up in that moment, whether you realize it or not. So I think it's always like a two-way co-creation, and I've said this before, but for those of you who haven't heard me share that before, it's good to look at yourself. Like, say you are complaining about not being included, and what if every time you show up and people ask you questions and try to learn about you or try to include you, you just don't really respond that much? Maybe you give one question answer, or one like statement answers, or yes or no's, or maybe you're not reciprocating and asking back questions. Maybe you're giving off a vibe that is like, I don't want to be bothered. And so then the people don't bother you. And then all of a sudden you feel not included. Or, so many examples I have in my mind. Have you looked at yourself and seen how you contributed to that situation, and that there might be another perspective from the other person's experience? Or, maybe you feel like you're always alone, no one's ever helping you, etc., etc. I mean, have you been the one to ever reach out and ask how people are doing or ask about them? Or do you only reach out when you need something? And so there's always so much more to a situation than we allow ourselves honestly to admit. And so next time when you're feeling a certain way about anything, take a good hard look at how you might have contributed to the situation. All right, friends.